Yep.
Over time, we're gonna, we're not gonna want to fish it out every damn time we transfer games. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Before we click airship model, yes or no. Do not use the wind gambit.
Okay then.
Okay. We want to draw the player mats. So after the scripting finishes, I'll click deal. Okay. I'm patriotic.
I just did mechanical.
Well, you're mechanical again. Okay. Here's the sack if you want to set up the sacks. I'll go ahead and start reading the setup and everything. A plea from Vesna, March of 1922. Space 3 PLEA. Updated the title. Okay. So, story summary. Vesna, daughter of Nikola Tesla. I'm just going to read the story summary because I don't care about the flavor text at this point. Vesna, daughter of Nikola Tesla, is trapped in the factory with her father. You must go get to the factory to find her. Set up the game as usual, keeping previous faction mats and randomizing player mats. Do not use the Wind Gambit expansion for this game. If you have any infrastructure mods, these may not have been unlocked yet.
Uh, Possibly that's the 2A scenario instead of the 2B.
War does not unlock infrastructure mods. Interesting.
Or
So
at least
if
they
you're
wrote
having a
it
really
that direct.
well, I'm not going to look at war because that's gonna spoil it. But that means if it says you may not have unlocked it, that means that um if you're doing really shitty, you want to vote for war because you don't want to give your other factions chances to spend all their money. Interesting.
Yeah, but now I'm not sure if we have the ability to buy that shit every single game or
Well, no,
just when it instructs us to.
it did say at the end of episode 2 onward, but 2A might not unlock it while 2B does because we did peace and it said we got our people back on track. Anyhow, if you have any obstruction
Yep.
mods, these might have been unlocked yet. Place them face up in your play area. If you have any mech mods, these may not have been unlocked yet. So maybe war unlocks mech mods and peace unlocks infrastructure.
That would make sense.
Okay. You may choose to place them over the abilities on your faction map. Lift box A out of the game box without opening up box A. Okay, so this is tokens, this is boxes. We want to lift out box A. That's episodes 3 and 5. Okay. So box A, we don't open up the box yet. So good thing it didn't load up before it happened. Anyway, without there is a Vesna card taped to the bottom. If not, just choose a random factory card to represent Vesna. 5. Shuffle the Vesna card plus 4 additional factory cards into the factory deck. So, if you have 5 players, you'll have 6 factory cards plus 1 Vesna plus 4 more random cards for a total of 11. What?
So we will have 4 plus 4 plus 1 in our game. So a total of 9.
Okay. Okay, so my guess is this card's the Vesna card. Or this card's the Vesna card. No. Okay. So this card is the Vensa card.
Okay, and the factory deck is there. Regulars. Hang on. It's split to 8 cards.
So, wait, what do you mean they're split to? What are you talking about?
Eight 8 cards plus Vanessa is our factory deck.
Okay. You just did it in a weird way that I wouldn't do it, so you lost me for a brief moment. Place the influence tokens near the board. Okay, well, just go to the tokens box and do what we did before, which is we copied Togoa. You're going to look for Automa tokens.
Alright, we'll do a river then.
Okay, create me a river.
Okay, Rusvia is indeed in the game. I get a revised township
They're
tile
required to
from
use
the
this.
punch board.
You are required to use this instead. This is in the boxes here. You're required to use this instead of your standard township. Also, it might be the tokens because I was not able to alt that token. Yeah, I'm not able to alt this token. Move from any village you control to either another village you control or any unoccupied village.
Okay, so I can't go straight to the factory anymore. Neat.
Something tells me that's because the factory is very important in this game.
Right. But I can also Shrek there if you're not there yet.
Shrek there.
I'm saying I could, in theory, get in your home system and fucking
Yep.
Shrek of it
Fair enough.
or encounter.
You have tons of encounters on the board on towns. There are a lot.
Yeah, there's
actually a lot.
Neat.
Let's see here. If desired, deduct 15 from your wealth to purchase a perk to use in this game. So, the episode goals are accumulate influence tokens, find Vesna, and then win the game. No, we don't put them on those places. It said near the board, Brian.
Oh, okay.
And so far, it hasn't stated what we gain those for. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's exactly 10.
Alright, so special rules. When your character
Hold on a second, Brian.
moves.
Let's we need, before we read that, this is where we do the whole spend your wealth to gain perk for this game.
Oh, right, and we do this
Before, like, I assume we do it before we read that, so. I will point out, you've done your one skip.
My one skip?
Yeah. You didn't do it last game. And there's 7 of these with, with, 8 games, so you've done your skip.
Okay, well this time I'm 4, so you actually go first, buddy.
Let me see here. I have patriotic and I would like, and I think it'd be beneficial for me to spend 15. So 63 minus 15, that'd be 28, so that would be 48. I need to lock this down. Lock. That would be 48. And I am going to gain 1 worker this game.
Okay. This game I will gain 3 power.
But I am just saying, you did like do your 1 pass you're allowed without, any negative repercussions. Alright, so we have spent it. Now the special rules. When your character moves onto the factory, your character's movement ends. Before continuing combat, trigger trap, etc., do the following. Oh wow! Before even doing combat, gain 1 influence token and shuffle the factory deck. Draw X random factory cards where X is the number of your influence tokens. Reveal those cards to all players. If the Vensa card is among the revealed cards, gain that card. Vensa herself is not considered a factory card. If Vensa is not among the revealed cards, and if you don't already have a factory card, you may select one of the revealed factory cards to gain. Return the factory cards to their designated place on the board, face down. Complete your move action, moving other units engaging combat and triggering traps. If your character is on the factory at the beginning of your turn, you do not gain an influence token and you may not search the factory. However, you may use speed or a factory move action to leave the factory and re-enter it, proceeding with steps A through D. In this episode, you never look at the entire deck of factory cards, unlike regular games. Once Vensa is found, players may continue gaining influence and searching the factory in the same way. The meaning of Vensa is revealed at the end of the game. So I'm going to not read outcomes of the episode rewards. Of course, the AI is going to, of course, skip combat and Poor Star. The factory cards. The automata gains influence tokens and draws factory cards in the same way that you do. If it draws factory cards, doesn't get the Vensa card, and had no factory card before drawing, then it keeps the first card drawn. When moving autonoma combat units, if Vensa has not been found and the unit can move to the factory, the destination is the factory. Hold on a second, is it just the character that moves to the factory? Or is it when any combat uses his factory? Okay. Ignore this rule. Okay, so something doesn't make sense there. If Vensa has not been found and the unit can move to the factory, in other words, he tries to block other players from getting to the factory. That's what he's doing. It's not just him finding Vensa. It's if nobody's found Vensa, he will actively try to block people from getting to the factory.
Oh, in this case, a mech on the factory acts as a character. So, no matter what. Hang on.
No, I'm not reading anything that says...
If it is a non-combat mech move, it counts
No,
as...
character move. I see character move. Or encounter factory action. There's an autonoma combat unit in the factory. It will trigger a search in addition to the action's normal effect. In this case, a mech... Okay, it's only when he does a character move and he can't move the character to the factory. This is only in the case where he does a character move of some kind and can't move the character to the factory.
Yeah, so if he blocked himself, he will still search.
And he'll also get the normal action too.
Yep. He's a cheaty boy.
Can we stack these? No, I'm just going to put them all in the factory here.
Okay, so he gets a boopin. And a schloopin.
Yeah, don't forget the boop and schloopin.
And a boop and schloopin.
So I'm just going to put all the influence on the factory so that way, we just look there for influence. since that's the place where it matters.
Yep.
Alrighty then, so I get to go first, eh? Options.
No,
Turn.
you get to go first, B.
C D C D E F G C D C D C D E F G. I will do a tard action. I will go ahead and gain 2 Earl. Let me see what my other 2 things do. Okay. I will put 2 Earl there. And now the AI does his action. He is not on easy. He's on normal. He is not white, so he moves a worker in a threatening manner, gains a gold, and then star progresses to the next star.
Okay. I will
Beep?
move.
You'll beep?
Yeah, I need to buy some 9-volt batteries for smoke detector.
Okay. So I'm going to move. My character is going to move Ya. A worker is going to move Nya. Then I am going to spend these 2 Earl to upgrade. I get to produce on 3 different locations, and I am going to make Mecha Brews cheaper.
Dunzo?
Yep, donezo. Wait, I think I earned something else. Yeah, I earned a gold. Alright, he is going to attempt to do a... Yep, that.
That happened. Then he gains a work RAR and a combat card.
Did we remove his 0?
Yes.
Okay, and nobody's enlisted. He gains star progression. Turn. He's also worth nothing.
Reduction of the pro.
I too will reduction of the pro. Gain worker, a wheat, and the metal, and I will go ahead and use my recruitment office to make this recruitment cost 0 food.
Neat.
And
So we both have cavalry, so anytime it will matter, it will not matter.
well, it'll be very
Got
useful against the compy, because the compy is extremely unpredictable. Let's be fair.
True facts are true. I'm just saying when we use it on each other, it's just to cancel each other out.
I am going to reveal my naked ass to the world and get 2 combat cards. He can river walk after this turn. He moves a worker in a threatening manner. And while you do the worker in the threatening manner, actually that doesn't even happen because he can't do it. So he
Yeah,
moves a
he has
mech in a
not
threatening manner, which he
unlocked
can't do that either.
Riverwalk.
So he does nothing beyond gain 4 combat poor, and now gain the ability to river walk.
And he's worth 1 good day, sir. So, tarting for Earl. I will upgrade Bolster, and I will cheapen. Do I want to upgrade for days? I don't think I want to upgrade for days. I'll just upgrade my Stirl. And I got nothing for that.
Okay, so I am going to do some tarting to gain 2 oil. And the AI will move a mech. No, he doesn't have a mech. He'll move a worker in a threatening manner.
And he has Riverwalk now.
He does have
so worker in a threatening manner is here because no, it's tiebreaker for these two. And therefore there.
Okay. Neat. Yep. That's all he does.
Alright, I will now move my Corruptor there and my worker back to Stirl. Like the law says he should.
Like the law says you should.
Look at the art.
This time it's not locked into the board.
Ah, I will indeed pay 1 pop to deploy a mech.
Nice. What do you mean pay what? Oh, because you reduce it by 2. Or just
Correct.
points.
And the mech will be the Riverwalk mech, and it spawns over there. And I don't have wood for your sheep.
Good for you. I am going to do some movement. My character moves here. Yeah, my character moves there, and that's all the movement I'm going to do. So I'm going to get an encounter. Art.
Garfunkel.
Yep. I had a feeling. All right. Let's see here. Oh, this is actually a tough choice because a lot of things can go different ways. The game is right now. I will. I'm going to go ahead and gain 2 popularity. And I am going to spend these 2 oil that I've already set up for myself. I'm going to spend those 2 oil that I've set up for myself to... you know what? I'm not going to gain the 2 popularity. I'm going to spend the $2 to gain the 3 resources. And the 3 resources I am going to gain are... steel. Gran and... Gran. Oh, wait. Steel, Gran, and... Not a 3rd Gran. Let's go with... Okay, we're going to go with 2 steel and the Gran overall. Okay. Final answer on that event. Anyway, I spent the 2 oil, and I gain a gold, and I gain an up guard. Yep. Now the AI does his turn. He moves a worker in a threatening manner.
This is adjacent to 3 and close to fact tree.
That is true. And that's it. I've already done the other stuff.
You booped his power.
I've done the other
and
stuff.
his... Okay.
I've done the other stuff.
Alright. I pop my heroic on induction of...
So it just cost nothing, but you're still doing the action, though, right?
It doubles, like,
Oh,
it costs nothing because I had nothing.
You did the double. I thought you got the same thing I got. Never mind.
Oh, no. I didn't draw that. I bought everything that I drew, though.
Yeah. It's fine.
Okay. No bottom row.
Okay. So I am going to Bolster. That's going to get me the 2 combat power. I'm going to spend these 2 medals to earn myself my burrow mech. And 1, 2, 3 gold. He attacks a vulnerable worker. There are no vulnerable workers that he can attack, I don't think.
That is correct.
Then he moves a worker to be threatening. So this worker.
Okay, so tiebreakers that. And I don't have Riverwalk here, and it's adjacent to 3. So that's closest, etc.
Okay. He gains a worker and a star progression and in turn.
Alright, I will bolster and sped mech.
I'm gonna go ahead
and obviously give myself these 2 coins and spend my tall.
this. Yeah. Okay. I am going to lose a poor, but gain a lot of other nonsense.
So your reduction of the proing.
Yeah. That. Then I am going to be spending 3 grand to do some recruit full montes and gain 2 combat poor. And because I already had that revealed, I gain a combat card. It's now the A's turn. Let me double check the AS progression here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he should be at 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's good. Does he have 6 power? Yes, he does. He will attack.
Oh fuck.
He has 6 power. He will attack. I have 2 units on this space. You have 1 unit on that space.
So it has come to this.
I'll go ahead and do the rest of his nonsense while you're deciding what to play. Have either of us revealed combat poor? Doesn't look like it.
Nope. And I go ham.
Okay, you go ham.
Yep.
Okay. He reveals a, I think he has 8 to 13.
Yes, he has 8 to 13, so he commits 7 and a card.
9 total.
Alright. So I committed 11, so I. And get a combat stare.
Yep, and his mech is destroyed. Okay, it is your turn, Brian.
Also, we both nuked our poor.
Yeah, don't forget to, reduce both of you by 7.
Yeah, Dunn did that, and you replaced his card, right?
I replace his card. We have a nice division of labor when it comes to the AI at the moment, so let's just keep it up,
Alright, so I will now trade 2 steel that I put back here. And end turn.
Okay, I will yeah, I'm going to move.
Actually, hang on one sec. Okay, he's worth 2. That's not worth it for me.
Okay. I'm going to move. This mech is going to go forward, nuke this worker. Therefore, I lose a popularity. He's going to bring 2 workers with him. I am going, and that's worth 2 oil since he's worth 2. My character is going to move back 1 space. And for the 3rd move, this worker is going to move to the left 1 space. For the 3rd. I think I have 3 moves unlocked. Just be sure. Yeah. Okay, I do. I spend these 2 oil that I totally stole from this asshole to gain not only a gold, but also an upgrade. That's going to go straight into somebody's butthole. Okay. Now it is Nordic's turn to do a factory action.
And
Considering he can hit the factory,
yep.
he does. He now
So
earns an
he
influence.
gains an influence.
And now scuffle at the factory deck. Scuffle up again.
Everyone gets
Actually,
to
hold on a
see
second.
it.
No. I just realized this card and the rest of them are a different size. So you could tell when it's on the top.
Oh, okay. Well, just shuffle once then.
Yeah, you shuffled that card onto the top, so guess what he does? You did shuffle it. I saw you shuffle.
Okay.
Oh, what? Okay, never mind. That's weird.
All right.
Oh, whatever.
So
Why the hell
revealed,
are they different size?
he now has a factory card and 1 influence.
Yep. I don't know why the hell they're different sizes. So, yeah, only shuffle once, take it whatever it is. How about that? Alright,
Yep.
he gains a worker. He gains a coin. He gains star progression. And he gains nothing else. Good day, sir.
Okay, and this asshole is only worth 1 Gua'uld.
Yep, at the moment.
Alright, so I stare. Then I gain 2 coins, spinning my 2.
Are you
And
deploying?
I deploy Township
Thanks for the gold.
on my cluster.
Yep, thanks for the gold. So, I am going to both stare into darkness. Gain 1, 2, 3. Gain 4 gold. 3, 4. And I am going to gain my defensive asshole mech.
What an asshole.
Hold on a second. What? Weird. Okay, so I gained my defensive asshole mech. And now it is El Salvador's turn. He's going to gain star progression and hit stage 2. After this,
Worker in a threatening manner adjacent to 3. It is.
have either of us
Because
gained?
I can't Riverwalk
No,
that direct.
gained that. All right, he's hit stage 2.
And he's worth dos. Alright, I can work
Second.
with... Damn it, I can't work with dose as well as I would like to.
5.
But
Okay,
it's
so
still fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gains his worker star.
Neat. Okay. I move and I did not upguard it properly, so I river walk here and go here and say GTFO.
Okay.
I'm gonna end up losing 2 pop here.
Okay.
And fuck it, I gain nothing but wood.
Where's the other fight happening?
Character Shoopus.
Okay.
Okay, so I've done my moves. I now spend 3 wood. Gaining 2 coins. And the extra special bestness, it would appear to be best to produce a mill on the... Ooh, yeah, I can do mill on the Gran. And that would be adjacent to 2 encounters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got my 2 coins for that, and end turn.
Okay, I will move. My character goes here.
Oh, actually, I just noticed that I can't fucking produce without tarding first. Do you mind if I reveal my monument instead of the mill?
Sure.
Okay, and I'll put it on this wood.
Okay. Anywho, I lost track. I moved my character. 1. Let's go ahead and cross that boundary between real life and fantasy. Kill this worker. Use the pop. Gain 2 oil. I hear I'm caught in the landside with no escape from reality. Open my eyes. Just have to look up in the sky and see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy.
You're just a po' boy?
And the last move is that mech. No. The last move is this worker goes here. Okay.
Alright, Dunzo?
Well, that's with the move. Now I got 2 oil. Because he's worth 2 resources. For an upguard. You know, he's worth an upguard in the Venan. Baby. Don't you know will always be true. Alright, he moves a worker in a threatening manner. He gains 3 combat power And he is worth nothing. Good day, sir.
Aw, man.
Does he have a place he can even move? Yeah, he does have a place he can move a worker.
Yes, lakes.
And that one
And
place.
that's
So, and he can move it. I want to move it, move it.
he's doing the worker move.
Yeah, he's doing a worker. And the
So it's tied for these two, and therefore it's
tied for
this
these
one. Okay. It's tied for these two, therefore it goes
Actually, I think it's these three.
white. No, because that one is further from the tiebreaker. So it goes to white, so it goes here.
Hold on a second. So we tend to do the tiebreaker here, right? We tend to do the tiebreaker here.
Yes.
And nothing happens. So
it can't be resolved, so it goes to white, and therefore it now goes here.
And now it goes to blue. Okay. You were jumping some steps, so I was like, what? Man, it's whatever, bro.
Power boop
I already did
happened.
it. Oh wait, I booped
He
you
went
by
from
mistake.
0 to 3?
I booped you by mistake. Or booped myself by mistake. No, wait.
You booped me.
I booped you by mistake, yeah. For some reason, I think a majority of Rust Viet games we've played, it's been the AI.
I suppose.
I think. I don't know why I keep booping the wrong people.
So, I'm now at this stage, and he is worth nothing. Good day, sir.
Indeed.
So I will trade for 2 wood back here.
Alright, so risk paid off is totally fucking true. Alright, so I'll pay a gold. I'll give 1, 2, 3 combat power. And I will earn my Teleportatione Mecha Brew.
Neat.
And let me check the state of the game here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but yeah. That was a risk because I was too afraid he was going to, like, I'm going to attack a vulnerable worker. And that would have been...
Yeah,
Oh shit, I just realized...
Now it'll be...
Brian, I just realized last turn I went there but didn't do the encounter.
Okay.
So. Counter art. Look at the... that spot? No, I don't want to build a structure. Not there. I am going to gain $2, make you holler, and 1 popularity, make you scream. Alright, the A will move a worker in a threatening manner.
We're in stage 2, so Scruffle.
Well, in that case I messed up last card, but whatever. In the end, I don't think it really mattered that much.
Well, doesn't it matter a lot if it was a fucking attack worker?
It was an attack worker. The card he drew was not an attack worker, so we'll just keep moving and let's not dawdle on the past here. He still moves a worker in a threatening manner.
Okay, so it's still these two.
Equidistant, so then it moves 2 spaces, and now it's this one. Then it moves 2 spaces to black.
Black. Yep.
He earns 4 poor, and if we've unlocked the gates of deepest poor, we gain some poor.
Cries.
Cries and what?
I can't shrek him off there. I'm too weak. I need you to shrek him so I can shrek him back, apparently. So, I will first move. This mech goes here. And we'll go there. That is movement number 1. Movement number 2 is nibble this encounter. Because, you know, go here, then it's not controlled. Shoot.
I know. Very card.
Okay, I don't have any pop to pay for that. So I will gain 2 food and
They had a pickle!
Is it a pickle Rick?
No, it's a Jason's Deli pickle. Pickle.
Okay, I give away all my wood like the law says I should. And this time around, I will add a to the gran because it's clearly a puppy mill. Let me quadruple check that's what I want to do. And remember to get 2. Yeah. Rather have the mill there.
Alright, so I'm sure as much as you would love for me to go and Shrek the A, instead I am going to do some produzione, quite possibly for me, the last one of the game, and get my last 2 workers for a worker star. Two grands, because I'm going to spend them here in a second. And I will gain a wood because knock on. No, I'm not going to gain a wood. I'm going to gain an oil. No, I'm not going to gain an oil because you're an asshole. Going to gain a wood. Anyway, I am now going to spend those 2 grand lands to get myself recruitment. I am going to reveal that and cover dose gold. And earn myself another dose gold because that's what that gets me, and a curd. Okay. This guy. He does a threatening mech move, which he literally can't do.
Neat.
So he builds a mech and gets 2 gold. And some star progressione.
Alright, since you won't Shrek him, I won't Shrek him either.
No, say it ain't so.
And that is a worker. And then it's a recruitment. And you don't have sped.
No.
So I feel safe leaving all of that.
Sure.
And combat cards, combat cards, combat cards.
Okay, so you draw your 2 combat cards, but I get to draw 1 because you recruited. 8. Okay, so now I am going to both stare into darkness. I'm going to gain 3 combat power. I am going to spend my last tall me to gain 4 gold. And my mech star. Nope, my mech star. And I am also going to have 3 or less popularity, at least 13 power, and at least 2 mechs. Objective.
Neat.
The other one goes face down at the bottom of the objective deck. Because that's the way this game works. The A will move a worker in a threatening manner.
So he picks up this one.
And if you have
And
revealed
it
that you
goes
are
there.
if you have revealed that you are a master of combat, boop yourself. Otherwise, don't boop yourself.
I don't boot myself.
Ew. Gross. He is also worth nothing.
I know, it is killing me, Smalls. I will now tard for 2 steel on my back row.
Hmm. Shouldn't I be at 1 pop?
I don't know.
Those 2 are yours. No, this one is.
Like, you've made this guy retreat several times, so I have trouble remembering.
$2. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure
Unless
it's one
you
pop.
have traded to gain pop, I feel like all nets of your pop have
It's
been
fine.
reductions and not any
It's
gains recent.
fine. It's fine. I just need to. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I am going to trade, but it's not for what you think. Okay, now the A will move a mech in a threatening manner.
Which they can do.
Into combat poor.
Threatening manner is tied for several places. So it's currently where on black. So it's tied between these two. So it goes to green where
Tied for those two.
right. So then it goes to red where it goes here and it's not tied.
No, it's tied. No, wait, it goes there because it's not tied. Well, it goes there because uh, that's the closest spot to an enemy.
But also there. So
Closest to
it
factory.
can
Oh well, shit. But also
yes.
there is closest spot.
So it continues to rotate to yellow, and now
it is either of these two spots.
no, it's
It's this spot actually,
it's this spot.
and then it continues
Son of
on
a
to white.
bitch! It closed my path to the tree.
He closed the Angus. He closed his Angus. Okay, and he should have 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He closed his Angus beef, man.
Well, I was going to move, but he's not worth anything, and he's in my goddamn way.
Yeah.
So I will. You get a coin, I believe.
Oh, you're okay. Okay. I am going to do probably the last bull stare in the darkness. Max out my combat poor, therefore earning a max out combat poor star. I am going to spend this metal I traded for earlier to earn 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. Be worth something! He's worth 1. Good enough. He moves a worker in a threatening manner.
So he picks up this worker and I believe sets it right the fuck back down.
No, yes.
Yes.
Uh,
This is closest to home,
no.
and then this is adjacent to 2 without being adjacent to Riverwalk.
Okay, and he earns star progression. He rolls 2 dice. He's going at number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He earned his recruitment star. And if we have revealed that we are combat masters, we get some combat power, which means I didn't need to both stare into darkness this turn, but oh well.
Sounds like communist propaganda, but okay. So, I have reached a point where I feel like I just need to sprint for points. So, sprinting for points shall be my path. I will move.
And you still can't get into this nonsense.
I am aware.
Okay.
I forced that worker to retreat, losing a pop.
Hi, Brian.
And gain a wood.
Did you knock on it, though?
Perhaps. Teleport, Shoop is here, and now...
5 resources. And
hold up. I need to do that smartly.
Only one worker?
Yes, only one worker, otherwise I don't score that objective.
Fair enough.
And therefore I may as well leave.
All of them there so they can shoot us better locations?
Yep. In fact, that's a better shoot. Because I also clog a tunnel. Alright, I still got that 1 wood, and I don't have a total of 3 wood, but I do. My character, 1 mech, 1 worker, and 5 goo resource. Objective stare.
Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I'd like to welcome you. First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your homes.
So
if this
I went ahead and enabled the I Believe song because I believe.
For you to drag out your oil paints and paint along with this each
Alright, so he is worth 1 resource. Good enough. So let me think about the order I do this in, because man spreading is very important. So
if you want to still control this territory, you need to use one of your moves to teleport there.
And effectively, if I want to control that territory, my move is grabbing this and 3 workers.
Yeah, and if you want your character to go there so that you can trigger this shit,
I have to move a mech with a worker.
Yep, and then your character, and that's all of your moves, so you effectively
I've decided what my moves are going to be.
Okay, so before you do combat, you actually gain your influence and
scuffle once, always scuffle once, draw. Okay, as you can see, it is not the thing, so I must gain this factor card. Okay. Interesting factory action. Anywho, I see.
Oh, son of a bitch.
What?
I'd rather clog the tunnel, so I needed to move a worker there to actually do my shit.
Okay, that's fine. So I see very little reason to not go ham. But I can probably hold a little bit back. There we go. So
Alright, you have decided.
Yeah, I am the decider. He just plays 7. Okay.
Yep, 7, no card.
5. He's at 5.
Alright, and what did you shoot us? 7 and a card?
Yeah, they had 2 cards actually. Glad I held back a little bit. Hang on. That earns me a star. I already boot myself down, by the way, in case you didn't realize. Oh, hold on a second. When attacking, the opponent also got -2, so he's at 3.
Okay, that did not change the amount that he would.
Yeah, I keep forgetting this guy has 2 assholes. Okay, so that earned me an oil because of that's the way it works. And I also had an oil over here. That's 2 oil equals an up guard.
And his character is the dead's.
Yeah, he has to rebuild his character. Let's see here. What am I up guarding? No, let's upguard this. Actually, one of them might have a chance of coming into play, and it's that one. Okay, I have done the upguards. Now it is the asshole's turn. Okay.
He's worth something!
Yay. He moves a worker in an ashless manner, and I think at this point he picks up one of the 3, and we have to tie break which one the 3 he picks up. And then he drops it right back where it is. No, wait. We don't have to tie break it, but he still drops it right back where it is. It's as close as the base, always.
Yes,
And he
but
it right back there, because I can't. Oh, that's 2. That is right.
nobody can attack that, and that's 2.
Yep.
And he isn't even neighbors to this.
He's gonna slowly change his base's position. Okay, so he moved his worker like an asshole. He gains his character back. He gains a combat card, and if you've revealed mechs and you're the king of them, mech up your coin.
That's a negatory. Alright, so
He's worth something, Brian.
he is indeed worth something. And
I gotta replay the song again because I gotta keep the hype train going.
Hello.
Yes.
I'd like to welcome you.
Oh, and flag factory,
I've
flag
formulated
factory,
a
flag
plan.
factory, flag factory,
If this is
flag
your first
factory,
time
flag
with us,
factory.
let me extend a personal invitation.
Okay.
as you drag out your oil
I have
plate.
formulated my plan.
Let's go over to the
You are
canvas here, and let's
the
get started.
decider.
I am indeed the decider. So I take all of this. Damn it. Okay. I'm still doing what I'm doing. It goes to this tunnel. And the worker. Yep. And that gains me to.
I hope we realize that the AI is going to get the mid-game bonus for being
worker
shitty.
actually leaves there. or stays there, just in case.
Like, in case you haven't realized, the AI is going to get the mid-game bonus for being really shitty.
Right. Okay, so next up, this mech river walks, takes this worker, and Shreks this.
Okay, well, when you have decided, I will reveal the cards that are for the 8.
Alright. You already have 2 combat stars, correct?
No.
Okay, you have 1 combat star, and I also have 1 combat star.
Even if you make it to where I can't fight you, I have other ways to win. I don't care.
No, it's more how vulnerable should I make myself?
Ah, I see.
Especially since you cause me to lose power when you attack me. So, I have I have de-snidered that it is an 8.
Oh, wait, I couldn't see that. It was in the... So your total's 8? How much power does he have?
3.
Good, he only plays 1. And and 1 combat card. Hold on a second. He played this 3, so he played 4 total.
And I was highly considering just playing 2 cards.
Nice. So he earns a combat card as a consolidation prize. You earned a combat star.
Yep, and he GTFOs, and I'll gain another 2 of the 100-acre variety, and I will spend all the wood in my vulnerable area to produce in that spot
Are you building? You're building.
I am indeed building, and the building that I am building is a mine building. And that's 2 coins, end turn.
So... Yep.
Son of a bitch, this guy.
What?
He can't go on the map except for more combats.
Well, we haven't nuked him off the map, so because of that, he won't go into desperation mode. Let me think about this. What's gonna give me the most points? If I fight you, that is at most, because the moment I gain my star, I don't get to complete my action, right?
Correct.
Because of that, the moment I gain my star, I don't get to build a flag. When's the moment I get to build a flag?
After combat.
after all combats are done? Or what if the guy moves to his own space?
Oh, if he moves to his own space, it's Gucci.
Okay. So then I believe the best set of actions I can do to gain the most gold possible Right. No, I just moved, so I can't do that again.
Right, you could factory action and kick my ass at
That would get
the
me 1
destination.
gold plus 2 gold for that destination. That's what that would get me, the factory action. And I can only do it because I have 1 free resource, which, understandable. That would get me effectively 3 gold, and nuking you 2 gold means you don't have that for wealth.
Right. Or
Or
you can attempt a reroll at the factory and then do a move action.
I could do an attempt at the factory, but you're fucking Russ Viet and you're gonna man spread for days! Come on, Brian. At least give me some credit here.
True facts are indeed true.
So, the only reason to reroll at the factory is to get Vinsa. And Vinsa wasn't like a requirement to end this one, right? Let me double check.
No, the game ends immediately when a player places their 6-star on the Triumph track.
Yeah. So, the goal of the game wasn't to get Vinsa. So, I have a feeling if Vinsa isn't found, then it goes to the winner or the person who does the worst.
It is an episode goal.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean it's required to win. Right? Like, you don't... Goals are just, recommendations. Because, last one it said build structures. We didn't have to build structures to win the game, but the reason why that's in there is because the more structures we build, the better off you are for buying the infrastructure mods. So it's kind of... So the question is, do I want a delay of game to get Vinsa? Or do I want to rely on Vinsa might just be given to us? Because it does feel like it's something that has to happen.
You also sort of have the option of, if you delay of game, you will be able to man spread more than you can.
Yes, but you will get 1, 2, 3. If you 3, 1 this way, you can get 1, 2. Yeah, you can get at least 4.
I can get 4 territories.
You can get at least 4.
Period.
Yeah.
No, it's 4. Period.
Nope, 5. This one moves 2.
I only have 2 moves.
Oh, you didn't upgrade your move? Okay.
Nope. I upgraded my stair.
But that means I would give you 4 territories, and at most I could take away 2 from you. Do you catch my dilemma there?
Oh, I catch it, but not happy about it.
Yeah. So, I would effectively be giving you 4 gold. I'm not happy about that. So, I am going to factory action, and we're going to go ahead and end the game there. When I kill you.
Okay, and you convert a resource to
I have this 1 wood I got earlier that I knew would come into play.
You didn't know what factory action you were going to get.
I knew it would come into play. Anyway, It's only when the character moves into the factory that we immediately stop, right? I can't like move this mech in the factory and be like,
That
"Oh, the
is
character's in
correct.
there." Yeah, I really don't like the two races that don't have speed. So I'm probably going to be looking to get a speed upgrade for one of my abilities here as soon as possible. Anywho, I go ham. You auto lose no matter what.
Well, I play a grand total of 4.
Well, first of all, I'm the attacker, so you
And
get nuked by 2.
right. But I have a worker there,
Oh
so I
no.
play a total of 4, even though my max was 10. And because fuck you, cavalry.
Yeah.
So that you can say fuck you, cavalry.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't have 2 5s because I forgot about that ability.
I mean, you literally just cancel it out with your own.
No, I meant it's a good thing you didn't have 2 5s because I literally forgot about that ability. 2, 2, 2.
Oh, neat.
It's a good thing you didn't have 5s because I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you said it was guaranteed,
But it wasn't.
it was not. I could have played 10.
Yeah, you could have beat me, but
I wouldn't have won the game as a result of that.
and just that way I could say I used cavalry. I used cavalry. Okay. And that is my victory star. So first step is, well, actually, let's check what the first step is because it might change. Outcomes: in searching for the factory of Vinsa, her rescuers discovered. So apparently, no matter what, there has to be a rescuer. Okay. After the rescuers landed, and of course, everyone else seeking her knew they couldn't let the opportunity pass. Hidden in a large courtyard in the factory where massive ships, at first seemed odd to have boats so far inland, but after her rescue, Vinsa explained their true secret. They're airships! And they were the key to her escape. After her rescuers landed in Vinsa, their capital, her story quickly spread, and news was bad. Though Vinsa's rescue was successful, it had taken too long, and she was certain that her father's work was almost complete. Furthermore, no one found her father during the raid on the factory, and she believes he may be unaware of her escape. Although she still had not determined the leader of the organization, she knew enough to be very concerned. And she was eager to establish her own resistance to the group, in which she saw a particular threat to the newly established peace in Europa. So, let's see here. Record victory if you won stars and coins, your final score in your campaign log. So we'll do that first. Let's do this one at a time. Star 4, 5, 6. I actually got 32 coins. What? What? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Didn't build any buildings. My resources are 0. Yeah, me delaying a game would have been much worse, dude.
I mean, you still would have won unless
Blue really struck
blue.
me.
No, if blue respawned on the map to where I could attack him, because then I would get my building star.
Okay.
Because blue could still spawn on the map right there. and I could still tunnel get there. Also, you could have shreked that because you did 2 movement, and you forgot to flag it.
I couldn't.
Wait.
Remember, at
Yeah,
the moment
you
I won the fight.
Can't because it's after
and
combat.
What do you mean Shrek that? I don't know what you thatted.
You could have taken 4 of my resources, which is you add 2 movement, teleport to this workrar,
okay.
walk through tunnel.
Good point. I'll keep that in mind next time. Okay. That would have been much more beneficial for me. You are true. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dunzo on the X's. Because all my exes live in Texas. That's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. 6. So 114. Are you recording? Could you record the AI's stupid moves? Okay. For every 2 influence tokens you have round up, so in other words,
oh yeah, this AI was also badass.
Oh my god. He's where all my good cards were. So, Brian, you didn't get a single influence, right?
I did not.
So, wait, this isn't locked. Could you lock his sheet real quick? AIs only ever increase the gold setup bonus. That's something I do remember. So for every 2 influence tokens you have round up, increase a setup bonus in your campaign log by 1, observing the limits on power and popularity. So I am going to boot power.
Right, and that would also not have even helped you.
What?
Because getting a second influenza would not have helped.
Yep. I mean, not that we knew it at the time, but yeah. Players will now determine who will become the new faction Vensa. If a player found the Vensa card, they can gain control of the Vensa faction. If no one found Vensa, then the player who won the game controls the Vensa faction. The new Vensa player gains all the tiles on the Vensa punch board and the contents of Box A. That player's previous home base will be the Vensa's home base. The Vensa player keeps everything they have earned up to this point, mods, wealth, etc., and changes the name of their faction in their campaign log. They can remove the Vensa card from the game. It is no longer needed. See instructions for the Vensa faction on the next page. Okay, so next step is I am Vensa.
Oh, did you mark up the X's for this guy?
I have not marked his X's.
No. Okay, so recruit and...
Alright, so I am now the Vensa faction. Instead of the... What the hell? Why? I have a lot of abilities. Holy shit! It looks like I get to customize my race every time.
Possibly.
Let's figure out the rule. Oh my god. Is this like all abilities in the game? Holy shit.
No, tactics is an airship ability.
Okay. So
and stealth I've never seen before.
Stealth is one of the mech mods. I remember looking through them. So I'll see how Vinsa works, but just know that from now on I'm Vinsa.
Okay.
Okay,
You
so
can't change factions at this point. Any other player who decides to change faction adds
changes.
their faction mat to the unused faction mat. Total up each player's wealth for this
Hold on a
purpose.
second. What? Okay, so you could switch factions. You'll keep your current campaign log. Okay. If the automata did not get the Vinsa faction, roll a 6-sided dice. If you roll a 4 or 6, the automata will return its faction mat. When it's the automata's turn to take a new faction based on its wealth, it takes a random available faction. This could end up being the same faction it previously had. So, let's roll for the automata faction first. So 4 through 6, it keeps its current faction.
Okay. Since I lost teleport to factory, I'm kind of
It was
not
just for
feeling
this round.
rusty anymore.
It was on
Oh,
it
it
just for
is?
this round, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm fucking staying Rustviet. They're Rustviet.
Yep. Wow, look at my race's ability.
Apparently, I can't just alter over it. So you start the game with 3 factory cards. After you use it, including one acquired from the factory, discard it.
So I get 3, maybe 4 really awesome abilities. What the hell is that Riverwalk? What the hell is that Riverwalk? I have to use buildings to Riverwalk.
Yes.
Okay, anywho, so you're not changing it?
No, I'm not changing it. So
Total of each player's
for you, then, you have 4 once per game abilities. You can't spam factories for days.
But then again, you really don't use factories that often. You use it like 4
And
is about
also,
average.
fuck you. Like, you can do your factory action, then build a mech, and then do your factory action to get to factory. Because you started in this area.
Well, I have to see how it's played. So none of us are switching factions? Following the standard mod rules, each player draws 2 mods from the supply and may purchase them $50 each as a bonus.
No, we didn't do step C.
See? Total each player's wealth.
Yes.
All purchase the player with the lowest total wealth chooses new faction first. Nobody's getting a new goddamn faction.
Oh, okay.
On the standard mod rules, again, we have yet to unlock mech mods. As a bonus, the game winner draws +1 mod for a total of 3 mods to choose from. So, the only mods that we've unlocked are infrastructure mods.
Yep.
So, Scuffle Up. We're using this deck over here, the deck that we're bringing between the games here. So, I draw 3, and let me see if I get, respawns here. Where did mine go?
I don't know. They're not here or any.
Okay, I'm going to rewind. And it doesn't matter now because we've already got the... Oh, I figured out where they went. They went into this one right here.
Okay. I don't know why.
Well, it's because that's the first hand it hit. Anyway, I did not... Hold on a second. Let me see if I got any ones that I already had. No, I did not get any that I had, and I did not get any repeats. Did I build any buildings? No, I didn't. Okay. Standard mod. No, wait. Buildings don't matter in this one. That was just the last.
Yeah,
game.
that was a special rule.
Unless if that's based. Hold on a second. Let me scroll back to the infrastructure mods. Draw may only have one of each mod. Unpurchased mods. Nope. Okay.
Okay. How does his work again?
He just spends all of his money on mods, and he has a set of bonuses he gains. So he'll spend 50, leaving him 25 left over.
That is correct.
Go to page. If you go to page 6, you'll notice he gains his third mod, which is remove card 4.
Which is this one, which if we were scrubs would be a no effect.
You just want to deal with it like next time we scuffle the deck here, like just because.
No, I already found it and deleted it. So.
Okay, well then we're gonna have to port this deck every single time, is what I'm saying.
That's fine. That's what the sack is for.
Okay, so.
All right, so then I get 2 from infrastructure mods.
You only have 83 to choose. You can only buy 1, in other words.
Okay, so I need to replace auto machine. And replace machinery, because
you drew 2 of them.
Drew.
Did you get them? Okay.
I did indeed. Okay, so
I am going to buy 2. I'm going to buy auto machines and propaganda.
So we're identical, except for I still have 1 more than you, which is now construction. Oh, wait. We're identical, except you have a free upguard and I have a free build.
No, I have a free enlistment.
Oh, okay. So you have a free enlistment and I have a free build.
Which is a shame, because I could really use that free build, as my Riverwalk is building to building.
Yep, all the more reason for me to take it.
I'm pretty sure I can, if I save my 6. Okay, auto machines and propaganda. I did not get assembly line. I didn't have the money for it. Okay. Star, what are you licking? There, you're licking the floor. I have you know that, Star. You're licking the literal carpet on the floor. So, I'm just gonna say this. If by next game I don't build a single house, it's not worth it to try to get the house column. Because there's 8 total games. That means I have 3 games that I can choose not to get something in the column.
Right, but
No, it's already the
also
third game.
means.
It's already the third game. I can't get the house column anymore.
Oh, right, but you should still do so
House
many
row. I mean,
rows
yeah.
of it
I
to.
can. If I get it, I'll get the row. If I don't get it, oh well. Like you know, I hear you, man. Okay. I'm gonna flip to the next page because I gotta read how my faction works here. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Just a bunch of story. Apparently she made her own design of auto machines that are different from her father's. Setup. Place the Vinsa faction home base tile over your previous faction's base on the map. For regular non-campaign games of Scythe, select a random home base tile from the unused by other players and place Vinsa faction home base tile on the board in its place. After placing the usual number of factory cards on the board, randomly draw 3 factory cards from those not in use. Place them face up next to your player mat. See Vinsa faction ability and how they are used. Unlike other factions, Vinsa only has 2 latent mech abilities, Riverwalk and Speed. The other 2 spots are blank. However, her faction also comes with 18 mech ability tokens with a blue border. Vinsa may select some of these abilities to use in the current game. This selection happens after mech mods are selected in a non-campaign game, but before any mods/abilities are placed on the faction map. So after mech mods are selected, but before any mods or abilities are placed on the faction map. Okay, so alright. Randomly select 6 mech ability tokens from Vince's supply. Of the 18 tokens, return the others to the box. They won't be used in this game. From your mech ability tokens and mech mods, you may choose 2 to 4 tokens. Place 2. Okay, so I'm going to need another Bag Brian, one for all my mech mods. Or one for the Vinsa mods, because apparently I'm randomly given mech mods to choose from.
Do you need a whole new bag for that, or should you just
Fine, I'll put them
throw
in there.
it in?
Whatever. I just didn't want to like have to go through all the individual shit while going through that. Anyhow. Let's see here. From your mech abilities, you could choose 2 to 4 tokens. Place 2. Yeah. Okay. So in other words, I don't know what abilities I'm going to get every game. I can't reliably say I'm going to get, your teleportation ability or whatever. Oh no.
Yep.
Vince's starting factory cards do not count towards completing objectives. Okay, good.
Wait, what?
In other words, if it says you have to get a
If you have to get a factory card, you have to go to the factory.
Yeah. Mech. Don't get me wrong. I think Vince is insanely better than my current character, especially since I don't have to worry about Riverwalk to get to the center.
Right, and speed mech.
And speed mech. I have a speed mech ability. It's a speed mech. I needed the speed mech, man. May move your characters and to or from containing any player structure. Airship. Vinsa may only use her airship in games where airships are in use, i.e. when playing with the Windgamut expansion. Stands for airships are included in the Windgamut, not this expansion. Okay. And the next page is episode 4. Okay. Cool. So, yeah, something tells me in future playthroughs the Vinsa faction is extremely sought after. And that's the reason why they nerfed the shit out of your teleport to factory ability.
Yeah, I mean, if I could get there, I could literally just spam the factory action until I got it. Just move my character back and forth. Like, I build one mech, get to factory, and then I'm Gucci.
So yeah, that's fun.
Yeah. Just going to point out, since we both have our faction mats out, or sorry, our high score mats out, I have only won 1 out of the 3 games we've played, and yet I have more total stars. Because that's how quickly I won in the second round. And the other 2, I was 1 star short.
I mean, the only thing that matters is the final result anyway, so.
Right. And also, you're
I
too
do not
broke,
have enough. I do not have enough to make
which
a perk.
is convenient since you have an open ability not to use it, you know?
Yep. And because I've yet to not spend money on perks that, you know.
That's a perk.
That's the one game you're allowed to not have a perk. And I mean, something tells me if, you know, there might become a point where I just save it because none of the abilities give me anything that I want, but
Yeah, like, I guess there's nothing that I wouldn't want a free version of doing. But I feel like I have the ability to do steel and oil pretty easily.
So, interesting. I'm gonna finish putting my shit up here. I think that's all I have to save. Okay, and I am going to objects. How do we right click, save object in root folder. I'm going to save it as save. What sarcastic name should I give the save here? Rise of Fenris game. First game. Totally not a sarcastic name.
Neat.
And let me just see if it, like, you know. It looks like it saved everything. Yeah, it looks like it saved everything.
Yep.
Okay. That's effectively going to be our save file. Yeah, you
cool.
Just thoroughly stomped me game 2, but I don't know. I just can't, for some reason or another, I can't figure out agricultural, you know?
Yeah, and I still think that that was a mistake for me to trade with you, because I knew that you weren't going to fucking build any flags.
No, I would have, again, if I was doing much better than I was. But I had to do much better than I
was. Whether you, or as long as you are at same or higher pop tier as me, which you were, it was neutral between us, just more for the ALML. But at the same time, I guess you did not make as much coinage from that alliance as you lost by not doing flags at all. So, okay. I feel like you did not get 6 coins worth of
Brian,
double
stop
up.
trying to fucking justify, okay? Here's the fact.
Why not?
I would have put out flags if I was doing better. I didn't. Okay, it's over. I did shitty because I got the one that apparently my brain can't figure out how to play. I think I've only done good with it once, and that's because I was playing Saxony, and I just went, shit, I'm just going to ignore the fact that this is agricultural and just attack everybody.
Right, but regardless of your faction, Matt, if you moved your character, which you did, and don't put a flag down, it is illogical.
If I put a flag down right there and I didn't move a worker over there, there would be no reason to put a flag there. So
you ended up unlocking the building from the encounter there. So unless somebody shreked you there, it would have been permanent.
But I didn't put in a building there.
And nobody was going to shrek you there, and your character was there.
Ryan, by the time I moved there, I was at 2 stars and you were at 4.
So you're at
helping you
top tier.
Helping you when I wasn't guaranteed to get to that pop gear would be a stupid move. I was actually extremely helped by the AI constantly rolling building pop.
Yeah, I suppose. I was able to spam just gain 2 pop for days.
Yeah, I was lucky that I got that far. Like, you're trying to justify it afterwards, but no. In the moment, it was not useful. Anyway, so we got our save. Let's just go ahead and I think call it here, maybe.
Yeah, it's 1:20, and I don't think we want to play the entire campaign in the first session.
No, we could probably get another.
We're almost halfway there.
Whoa, live it. Okay, well, we can probably get another 2 done next time we meet up. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. I know I didn't do outros for the last 2 videos, but the link is in the description for you guys joining in the game. Luckily enough, there's actually rules for, adding a player mid-campaign. So if you guys want to join in, come on into the Discord. Invites are open. Thank you very much for watching.